Every now and then I do one of these weird videos where I say little changes in the game would mean big things for people if Digital Extreme would actually think of doing this. I have seen people ask for this in the past. I haven't seen it recently, but I have seen it a lot in the past. The Simulacrum. People have asked for new simulacrums for ages. They finally started adding them. We have the Red Veil Temple. We have the Grenier Asteroid. Citadel was basically the first one. Ballroom, you only had the two of them for years. And then they finally started adding lots of new ones. This is a step in a great direction, but it all suffers one kind of major problem. You have to go to a relay, go to Samaris's room, go over to this terminal and activate it from here. Why not just place that in the orbiter? Because from there you could so much easier to get into these places. It would make it so much easier. It would in every single way. Because people like to come here. It is a great place to be able to... that one. Okay, it is still there. I was playing with something recently and I was just wondering, but... Test damage on weapons. You can actually come in and test the damage on a weapon. Well, that level 200 Norma is no more. And I'm not even aiming for crit spots. And it's at range. Try abilities out. Find out that it doesn't follow the floor. It goes in the same path that you shot it in, so you need to make sure when firing it that you are within range of enemies. This silly kind of things that are just kind of fun to actually do in this place, because there is a lot of things you can do in here that are, wow, you are all going down ridiculously quickly. What the heck, there we go. That being said, I expected you to go down fairly quickly. That's the whole point of this gun. But people use this all the time for practicing certain things, working on builds, rather than have to jump into a mission. I'm purposely trying not to aim for headshots in case anybody's wondering. Setting up builds is kind of the big one. So it's used a lot, but it is such a pain to get in here that moving it just a little bit wouldn't be the end of the world. Will they do this? Maybe one day? Because if you think about it, they recently moved the conclave. The terminal has been shoved all the way down here. It is movable. If you go into equipment, orbiter, decorate, you can actually move this. I'm not going to try to remove it, but you can grab a hold of it and put it where I'm stuck on Severgot's head. And move it around and put it wherever you want to actually put it. Because it's not really a vastly used terminal. So they made it so you can move it and put it wherever you want if you want to put it somewhere. And the limitations for where you can put it, yeah, absolutely anywhere. Just out of the way so it's not constantly in your way. Which left it open for them to put something else in there, which they did. They put the Warframe 1999 demo terminal in its place. So they've kind of laid the foundations for they could do this and just have it as a placeable item that you can place in your orbiter and just have the same terminal that is down there and put it wherever you want to. And I mean, anywhere you want to. I love this idea, and I cannot for the life of me understand why they've still left all of these years later the Simulacrum in the relay. So you have to go from your orbiter, or wherever you happen to be, to a relay, to see Samaras, to then enter the Simulacrum. I understand there is a arsenal in there that makes it much easier when practicing builds and everything else. But until then, they did kind of shortcut it. Go to Syndicate, go over to Miscellaneous, go to Cephalon Samaras. Think of how many clicks this is, by the way, over just going to one terminal, clicking X, and choosing which one you want to go to, because there's all the clicks, then there's loading, then there's more loading, because it's going to take you time to actually fly over that. Remembering, this whole time, you could have been in the Simulacrum by now. Instead, you have to come here, it does take you straight to him, and then you have to enter that. It's a little bit annoying, but it's still quicker than having to run through the entire relay, though at the same time you can also go to a relay and just go to this and fast travel to Samaras, which will bring you to exactly the same place. If you happen to already be on a relay, I guess that would make it a little bit quicker, but it's not that often you really see people going in here, is what I've heard a lot of people say when I've talked about this in the past. That's 2 people going in. While I was doing this, there was one earlier. There's always people. They come here and they go straight in there most of the time. It's unusual to not see people going in there if you come to see Samaras. It is a very, very well used system, and just giving us the ability to place that somewhere in your orbiter would make things so much easier. But with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this idea in the comment section below, and I'll catch you next time. There goes another one, and another one.